1977 is the first time we did an MRI. Okay, so that's not a long time ago. It's July 3rd, 1977. So up until 1977, we don't fully know what the brain is doing, right? Up until 1977. So a lot of it, if somebody is doing, exorcisms, it's just maybe a guessing game because we don't know. 1977, we come out with the magnetic, resonance imaging. So I just did an MRI last week. I just went through an MRI 2 weeks ago for my hand. Broken, 2 ligaments, fractured. My 6-year-old daughter broke my thumb. Something she's going to brag about for the rest of her life. I've broken a couple bones in my life. One of them was broken by a 6-year-old. She's so proud of it. She laughs every time I say it. So you go get an MRI done in the brain, and then you see the two sides of it, right? You got the structural MRI. You got the definitional MRI, okay? One of them is more the structure. The other one's the activity. When they did the MRI, when they looked at some folks that had, they thought they were being possessed, on one end, you have the two sides of the brain, okay? The hippocampus and the amygdala, right? One of the sides, it was a reduction of 19.2%, and the other one was a 31.6% reduction in the region of the brain that gets extremely creative and emotional, right? And then the argument that this doctor was making, the fact that now that we have the MRI, we are realizing that the brain can really do a number on you when it goes on its own. Specifically, the side that's the amygdala side, that's more the creative, the activity, you can kind of see what's going on with it. So this is what I mean by education, technology, advancement. A lot of this is taking the credibility out to say, all these years we thought there was really people being possessed, but we're at a point right now that when somebody's going through that, rather than going and seeing an exorcist, maybe they got to go get an MRI done of their brain to see what the activity they're noticing. Then the doctor can say, yeah, this person's going through this. Here's what their challenge they're having. What are your thoughts when you hear a doctor making an argument to say, the MRI now validates that, there's no such thing as being possessed and needing an exorcist? What would you say to that?
I go back again from a faith perspective. In the New Testament, when Jesus sent his disciples out, he gave them authority over unclean spirits, but he also gave them power to cure those who were sick. So Jesus himself made a distinction between ailments that were due to demonic causes and ones that were just purely physical in nature. And I think that continues today. So, yeah, there are some that are certainly due to physical maladies, but I still believe that there are some that are due to demonic causes. But again, that would be going and doing that investigation, trying to determine how that came about.
So when you said before they come to see you, they got to go see the doctor, they got to have this, they got to have that, is a part of it, an MRI is a part of it to go see the brain activity that's taking place, or no?
Whatever the expert would recommend.
Yeah, and by the way, when you guys go through the exorcism, do you ever communicate directly with a doctor of the patient or the individual, or no? Have you ever had a direct communication with a doctor, or no?
I will seek that always, but not all these other professionals would be willing to accept that maybe there are spiritual causes, so they may not be willing to speak with me.
Or they may not be willing to speak with you.
Correct.
Got it.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click